Jeez, man. What a game, dude. What a game that was. Jeez. Kev, what's up, buddy? How we doing? All right, boys. It's been a minute. And by a minute, I mean, what, 2 days? Libs have doubled in price since I've been gone. I got 3 suggestions for a grind. I got 3 things I want to try. I think all 3 could be amazing. So we're going to talk through that today as well. We're going to wait a second before we get started because I know people are finishing the United game and getting in here. So give me 1 second. So, Libs up in price. Libs up. We have gold upgrade. Spam. Drop method. But hey, dude, I was the line asking on Discord how you're doing stuff so quickly. A ton of people have been asking, buddy. Did I get back to you? Did you leave a comment on a video, or is it just in Discord? Because I responded to a few Discord threads, but usually it's on the video comments and... Oh, DM one? Okay. Yeah. Try to do a big Club Soccer mix. I ended up getting SoftBank on web app. Yeah, it's going to happen pretty often. All right, anyways, boys, welcome. Do you like the new SBC? You think it's good to grind? Wait, did I miss an SBC? I haven't been on today. Winter provisions upgrade. Earn a pack containing 15 common gold items and 25 rare player items rated 80 or lower. Is this their way of bringing exchanges out? But nerfing potential rewards from them? I don't mind it. Actually, let me put it in the title. Hold on. Let's put winter provisions in the title. Let's discuss this. How do I, on this new format, edit a title? Stream settings... Winter provisions upgrade. I think it's worth it, personally. People saying it's really good value. So, dude, I am on the fence, and I need your guys' thought on this. Okay? We're going to discuss this for a second when we do the winter provisions upgrades. Actually, no, let's start opening packs. We'll get to the winter provisions in a second. Let's start opening. Yeah, I heard there's a crafting upgrade coming, so that would make sense. So, whether the crafting upgrade's unlimited or not, I have an idea for a grind. And I want to know if this sounds crazy or not. So if you look at our packs, we have 15 gold player packs that I haven't opened yet. I have, obviously, Electrum and Premium Mix that we've been spamming more mixed runs. We got our tradable packs still. Lib and sub prices have basically doubled since last time I was on. We have 51 3 common gold player packs. We have 60 silver player upgrades. What I'm thinking is we go even more balls to the wall on the mixed. We stockpile Lib and Suds untradeable only. We sell all the tradable to make even more coins. If you want to do BPM and sell BPM Lib and Suds, you can do that too. But I'm thinking, at this point, two things. One, I think it's just going to come down to number of packs. I think it's really going to be the case that we spam packs in bulk, especially the ones with the most gold rares, which this and the Prime Gold have the same amount of gold rares. I'm even more convinced this is the way to go. I'm thinking of completely dropping the premium until we have, like, again, another 5 to 10 runs of untradeable Lib and Suds. Because we don't really need the gold player packs, the 3 common gold player packs that we're saving. These are just extra things that we're holding on to, so that when we do eventually go back to the premium, we're not empty. We can open those and have stuff to do. But the reason why I think this is a good idea is what this is going to allow us to do is with the Electrum Players Pack and with the Premium Mix Players Pack, think about all the crafting upgrades we're going to get done. Think about all the gold upgrades we're going to be able to get done. Think about not having to worry about Prem La Liga, Bundesliga Serie A, League One, Eredivisie, gold commons anymore. It's going to be so easy to craft all those. And we're reaching the point of the grind again. If you guys are somewhat new or wondering what stage we're reaching, we're a little more than probably a month away from the start of Team of the Year. So, ideally at this point, I say we put our head down and we grind even harder. Are we saving the new SBC? You can save them if you want. You could also open them. The question would be, do you have golds later on? If you're someone who's going to have golds later on, I see no reason to not open it now. The question is, though, are we going to get more stuff like that soon, too? Are we going to get more upgrades like that? Is that going to be the new exchange, or is this the exchange before exchanges? We don't know. I think if you aren't planning on doing the premium mixed leagues, there's no need to open them. I think it would definitely be a good thing to save, for sure, in the meantime, as like another stockpile. So you just skip the PP this week. So another thing you could do instead is if you wanted to do player pick instead of premium as like a replacement, if you're not saving packs or as many, you could treat during the week as spamming player picks. I just don't think there's as much need for player picks right now. There's really nothing in this promo that I want. I'm now trying to go even harder for Team of the Year. I have now 2.5 million. Do you bet on Mixed League or buy? I do a mix of bidding and buying. I do everything possible. I do on console. I do on Pale Tools. I do the web app, companion app. I'm on literally everything. Yeah, people could try to get 85 plus with a PP. That's true. Was it 3 85s needed? It's an 85 plus as well, so honestly. Oof. I'm going to have a tough call. If we have like 86s and 87s that are dupe storage, do we send those in? Just to keep the dupe storage number lower? Or do we only stick to 85s? Again, we wouldn't do that with things in our club. It would just be the dupe storage that I'm thinking. If we wanted to clear it a little more. Also, too, I got to get your guys' take on this, because I have another thing that might change. So, we obviously have the tradable packs we have yet to open. We have Libin Suds that we have yet to sell on. We have special cards, not including the Team of the Weeks, that we still have in the club from when we not invested in them, but just were sniping and bidding and waiting to sell, that are included in our liquid coin total for League SBCs. We also stockpiled, I think, another 5 to 10 Team of the Weeks. But for the sake of the experiment, we won't count Team of the Weeks. We'll just count the specials. By the time I list the specials, open the tradable packs, all the libs and suds we get, all that stuff, I think we're going to be well on our way back to 1.5 million again. And now if we sell on League 1 Eredivisie, Bundesliga Serie A, Prem La Liga, we get in the habit of doing that, clearing our club with the tradable ones there. Boys, I think we got most of the coins back, even being wasteful. Which is just wild to me. So I think we go even harder. But now I got a question. I'm sorry for taking this on a million tangents, but I'm just thinking out loud. Now I have a question. Do I sell... Maybe not the 86s. Do I start selling... Maybe not the ones that we overpaid. Where's like the ones we bought for like 10.5k? Here we go. Do we start selling these? Because in my head, the more coins we have to do the mix, the better. But if we're not really losing coins doing the mixed, we could keep these. If they keep going more up, sweet. We don't need the coins from these. I just don't know what to do, bro. There's so much going on. Do I do BPM or bid and buy cards? If you're trying to do a few a day, you can definitely include BPM in the grind. If you're trying to spam 25 to 100 a day, BPM will very rarely be used in bulk. It can be used. Very rarely will it happen. They'll reach a peak. Haven't played FIFA in 3 months, but Siddiqui needs to be arrested for attempted murder. Oh, dude! How did I forget? Sunderland won the derby. Oh, dude. Oh, my gosh, boys. You would not believe it. So, I was at church. I recorded the game on YouTube TV. I told everybody at my church who would have talked to me about the game. I said, hey, don't talk to me about the game. I sent text out. I told my family the plan. I had my sister set it up on the TV so it was ready to go when I got home. I watched the game like 4 or 5 hours after it was over. And dude, that was the most beautiful header I've ever seen. I knew I liked him. I've said it before. I'm like, if he wasn't at Newcastle, he looks like a proper lad. Glad to see he agrees and wanted to score against Newcastle. Proper Sunderland player, him. Timed every church for one day. I had children's ministry as well, so I had responsibilities. God will understand if you watch Peak. Dude, it was exciting watching it after, though. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb and Airplane, so I couldn't get any notifications whatsoever. Didn't get on Discord at all. It was such a surreal day, man. What did you guys think as neutrals watching? Because obviously just the one goal, it being an own goal. For Derby, you probably want more than that, but dude, the tackles, the back and forth, oof. The warm-ups, the songs, the Tifu. Dude, that Tifu was beautiful. The black cat scratching at the birdie. Little time bird. Proper. Don't know how to grind now while premium is so expensive? You just answered your own question, brother. What do you mean? You don't know how to grind now while the premium is so expensive. You just gave yourself the solution. I already dropped premium. Okay, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one dropping it. Beautiful. And we're still getting... Look at the drop rate of Libin Suds. It's not like we're getting none from this. We'll just start stockpiling them like crazy. So watching both Villa, West Ham, and Tyne Derby, it was a great atmosphere. Dude, the, wasn't there two... Look, double lib right there. As dupes. You don't need to buy them tradable, boys. Brother, what about our own goal? Looked like he wanted to score for the mighty Sunderland. Hey, I don't blame him, man. Mo want to run out of eligible players for the mix and premium upgrade. What do I do to continue the grind? I could never figure it out. What do you mean when you run out of players? Did you run out of coins too, or? Because anytime I run low on one team, I'll just buy more from that team or that section. Like if I run out of Bundesliga B or Serie B and Bundesliga 2, I'll restock those and look to see how much I have of others to continue doing a few more runs. I got scared when I came back here. I thought I paid for a membership for 3 months straight without watching this channel anymore. Is the goggles guy still in the starting 11? He is not. He got retired to the Romanian SBC. He is a proper sacrifice to our grind. But is Mixed League worth it when I get no lib sud? What do you mean when you get no lib and sud? I'm confused on the question. Genuinely curious, have you ever seen us do the mixed grind and the amount of libs and suds we get from it? I think it speaks for itself. Even today on stream alone, we've gotten enough just from opening these packs to do probably another 2 runs already of the premium. You betrayed me, brother. Unsubbing. Should I buy the 85 player every day? I have 2.5 million coins. If you want to, you can. Look at that. Another sud. A lib, so 2 in that one again. Like, you don't need to buy the lib and suds tradable. There's no need for it. And if you guys didn't see, we got Eusebio in the mix in one of the worst packs. Pack pulls are definitely possible. And look at this too. Not even mentioning the amount of League SBC cards we're getting back. Crap ton. Alright. Let's get started, boys. First and foremost, let's do the daily rare gold upgrade. Watching while Foot Enhancer opens 50 bronze packs for me on the other tab. So I'm debating getting back into BPM just as a palate cleanser of sorts. I don't need it, but I feel like it would be fun to bring it back in. I don't need the coins. We really don't need the players too much. To get more lib and suds would be nice to sell them, but besides that, we already have 60 bronze upgrades that we haven't touched yet either. Is the premium mix even worth grinding considering how cheap the mix is? Guys, again, if we're talking one-off, the better packs are the premium. But why am I putting in? What am I doing? I should be keeping those. If we're talking one-offs, the premium is better packs. But when we're talking about in bulk, whether to pack a Team of the Year or to grind league-specific premiums during Team of the Year, I think the mix is infinitely clear in terms of before Team of the Year and during Team of the Year. If you guys haven't seen any of our mix grind ever and you're confused on why I love the mix so much or what value is in the mix, we have a whole grind playlist dedicated to the menu grind. We have like 10 different videos where we show you the absolute quality. The experiments we've run where we've put crap ton of coins in and got all of them back plus profit. And now we're doing it again at even a larger scale. And so far it's going well. Stop dragging the Eusebio. I've seen it 4 times on Reels. I don't even have a reel of it up. What are you talking about, mate? What you want about? Fake news, brother. What packs do you save from the mix? The final one. Alright, let's make a bunch of gold upgrades too. I don't have a YouTube Shorts of the Eusebio. I don't know what you're talking about, mate. All right, for the sake of this too, I'm just going to put MLS and Championship in. We'll try to avoid putting the Lib and Sud golds in, but we're just going to do a full clear because we have so many packs open. What's the new upgrade, the winner? It's a huge gold player pack. Now we're even going to send the Lib too. We're just going to clear club a little bit. You put in 580 or 385 pluses, and you get a bunch of gold commons and gold rares with a max rating. I do premium whenever I have everything I need untradeable. Yep, and you probably will be better off not doing it when you have everything untradeable to do one run. You might as well wait till you have basically everything. Also, too, is it a bad idea to put in gold rares right now as well? Because I keep getting a bunch of the gold rares dupe. So I'm thinking of just chucking all this stuff in right now. I need to be careful, though, that we're not putting in any... Do we have any Sunderland players who are currently in Evo as a gold common or gold rare? I don't think so anymore. Mundell's done. You know, we should be Gucci. Alright, sorry. We got a ton of people in here, boys. We have a ton of comments today. I'm sorry if I'm falling behind. Am I missing anything right now in terms of you guys just having questions on my current grind? Mubby, you're going crazy right now. Save the libs. I need to get golds out of my club. The one or two gold libs I'm putting untradeable into this gold upgrade is definitely a waste for sure. But for the sake of saving time, instead of having to stop on each individual one and remove it, is going to be well worth it in the long run. Are you ill? Very much so. Draft is worth it now because silver pack? I don't understand the logic. You're asking if you should do draft now because silver pack's in it? Because lib players are up in price or what? I think that's reactionary, honestly. You could do mixed a million times in the amount of time it takes to do a draft. Why save the libs? Save the libs untradeable to go back to doing the premium runs when you have 5 to 10 runs basically untradeable would be my advice. But like I said, right now I'm just clearing all the golds because we have literally over 1,300 packs. And I have hundreds of packs I still have to open today. And recycle into more. So I'm personally being a little bit wasteful to make more space. You need to do that too, but I'm trying to wait for getting an 81 double or something. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'm saving all my Rivals rewards from now until Team of the Year. What do you get for Rivals rewards normally, Trey? Is that even super worth it? If that's the only thing you're doing. If you're doing other stuff too, that's one thing, but... do you think the 78 plus pick is worth it to put non-league SBC cards into? I mean, if you're not saving packs for Team of the Year, yeah, it's probably worth it, but I don't think it's worth it to do player picks over saving packs for Team of the Year right now. If I'm doing the mixed league by bidding on them, aren't I losing coins even though I've watched the vids? If you've watched the vids, you should have the answer to that question already, should you not? Have you not seen our big experiment video? Where I show that we've done hundreds of runs and how we're going to do thousands of how we start at 1.5 mil without any insane pack pull. Just from buying out things, a little bit of BPM here and there, putting tradables and untradables back in and recycling. How we were up 100K before we even finished opening everything. And tripled down and put even more in. And are expected to get all that back plus some more. You don't have to do that. There's a cost to the SBC no matter how you do it. If you're doing BPM, there's a cost. If you're bidding, there's a cost. If you buy now, there's a cost. If you're doing bronze upgrades, daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold into it, there's a cost. There's a cost to everything. But so far, I've lost 0 coins doing this, and I've only gone up coins. And I want to try to lose coins now. So I'm trying as hard as I can to be as wasteful as I can, but in the process, we're just making more and more packs. But again, the more coins you have, the better, right? If you have like 50k and you're trying to do bulk, you're not really going to be able to do bulk, so you're not getting the benefit of bulk either. Notice you're putting League SBC golds into this. How often do you get rid of versus save them? Right now, for stream, I'm in particular clearing basically everything because we have hundreds of packs I need to open. I don't do this all the time, but I will most likely start removing the premium almost altogether unless we have 5 to 10 runs of Live and Sud Untradeable ready to go, because we're reaching the point where the amount of winter crafting upgrades, when those eventually come out, that we'll be able to do, the amount of gold upgrades that we could make is just going to be so many. I think that's going to be infinitely more beneficial than doing the premium slowly with how much we spam the mix and how much stuff we're getting. And again, I might be different than you guys. The reason I'm taking it this insane and doing these things is because we literally have, we're going to have thousands of packs. Like, look at this. If I don't do that and I open the rest of the 12 Electrums, everything would basically be a dupe. And then I have 41 premium mix where almost every gold would be a dupe. Are you saving these 2-player packs? Yes and no. Our newest video talks more about it in depth if you want like the big analysis on it. Long story short, we use it as a tool where if things come out where we need gold rares or we want to go back to the premium, we can open those as a way to get them quickly. We're not necessarily saving them for Team of the Year, but it doesn't mean we can't. Because theoretically, gold rares go up in price. We get 2 in here minimum. I want to make thousands of league-specific premiums. The more of these we have, the better. But I mainly focus on saving the final pack from the mix. What is bulk? Bulk is in big number. So one-off is like a 1 League SBC run. In bulk means doing a crap ton. So when I talk about doing League SBCs, there might be a disconnect with how you view the mix versus I view the mix. You might view the mix as, is it worth it to do the mix? I'm bidding on cards for under the buy now, putting them in the SBC, maybe flipping a few of them for profit to get some coins back in the front end. And then you're selling the tradable items, keeping some of the untradables to do the next League SBC run a little cheaper. When we're talking bulk, I'm doing 25 to 75 runs a day. And then I'm doing those runs into more runs with the tradables and untradables we get in that. We're doing hundreds upon hundreds a week. We're going to have bare minimum over 1,000 mixed league runs finished by Team of the Year. I want that closer to 2K. It's going to be very hard, but it's very worth it in my opinion. Do you know if Rav Save is worth it? But if it's not Winter Wildcard or Team of the Year, these promos are not moving me. True. I just meant in terms of if the only thing you're doing to save packs is rivals, it's probably not going to matter whether you open it or save it. But yeah, if nothing in packs entices you right now, there's no reason really not to save it. During Team of the Year, don't the league-specific upgrades come out on Tuesday? So until then, when opening packs, won't it be hard to recycle all the rares? We don't know when the league specifics will come out. My plan in general, and this is something that you guys can copy too in terms of an idea of how to grind. I'm starting to view... Actually, no, I'm going to word it differently. I'm going to say something that's technically incorrect. But I want you guys to start thinking from this mindset. I don't have a dupe storage of 100 players. I have an unlimited dupe storage. Does anyone know how I have an unlimited dupe storage? Or does anyone want to take a guess on how my dupe storage is unlimited? With saving packs, exactly. My save packs are now my dupe storage. And what I mean by that is whenever we have close to a full dupe storage, we're constantly emptying it into bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, gold upgrades, dailies, more league SBCs. But also on top of that, whether I open something now or later, also is a dupe storage issue. If I open my max 78 rare gold player packs, which I have 6 of, when I had all those gold rares I just had in my club, guaranteed every single one of them would have been a dupe. And then I would have had to put them into a gold upgrade or something else anyways. So instead of open it, knowing we're going to get nothing out of it right now, I'm kind of holding them for another recycle. Another example of this. Let's say the winter crafting upgrade comes out and it only needs gold commons. Let's say there's no gold rares needed whatsoever. Let's say there's 8 gold commons that are needed and it gives you a 5-player 75 plus pack. We have a crap ton of... Where are they? We have 51 3 common gold player packs. We could open these right now, but if we open these, all it would do is give us cards that are going to most likely be dupe that we put into gold upgrades. Which I would rather wait to open these until they're even more needed. What's the grind today, Unk? Opening my save packs from the mix and doing more mix into more mix into more mix. And then from the mix, we're going to do mix into the mix to the mix. And then if we have time from the mix into the mix to the mix of the mix, we might try to break the game by doing the mix into the mix of the mix of the mix of the mix into the mix of the mix. But I haven't decided yet. He's freestyling again? True! Also, I used all my untradeable living suds, I'm pretty sure, by the time we started the stream. I want to see what we're at by the end of it. What's up, brother? What's good, dude? Yeah, I need to stock them and open them in bulk when you need them. Yeah. And again, if you guys are only watching the live stream, you might be confused on how we got to this point or how you can get to this point. It is completely possible. The grind playlist is pinned in chat. It's in the description. If you watch through the videos in there, you can see from start to finish basically how we got to where we got and the steps in the process of doing so. We also have the intro to the Mixed League. So if you've never done the Mixed League before, or you're someone who only did the premium and you're wondering if the mix is even worth it, or how to scale it up from maybe 1 or a few a day to 10 a day to 25 a day to 75 a day is our peak right now. We're going to try to go to 100 within a 24-hour period. I can't wait for that. It's going to be wild. The packs are you saving from the premium? The Prime Gold at the end and then the Prem La Liga pack. But I'm not really doing the premium right now. Do I do the Mixed League in bulk or can I do one at a time and open and buy again? You can do one at a time. You're just probably wasting your time in general. Depending on how many coins you have. How many do you have? I'll speak to your specific grind. Yo, if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor. Smack that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We have 50 people in the stream right now. My plan from now until Team of the Year is helping you guys and me make as many packs as possible with as many coins as you have. If you don't have a lot of coins, we're going to show you how to start making some coins low end, libsud flipping, BPM, mixed leagues a few times a day, and then how you can scale that to the level we're at. You have 800K? Yeah, I would go more in bulk. I personally would go more in bulk. You can do 1 or 2 off and kind of see how it feels. What you'll notice is the same thing you're seeing from me. We get a lot of cards back. A lot of cards that we can put right back into League SBCs or bronze, silver, gold upgrades. Premium as well. But it's not necessarily... It's not going to make a difference, right? If you do 1 run and you save 5 to 10 cards from the packs you get from the next run, you'll still have to buy cards. But if you do it in bulk, like if we're doing it our way, we'll be able to do many more runs without having to buy any cards, or if we have to buy some, very few. It's just the coin situation. You have the coins to be able to do so. If you have 10K, you're probably not going to be able to do bulk, but the more you have, the easier it is. All right, so we can clear bronzes now. Let's clear some of these. We'll start with non-mixed cards, but you'll notice when it comes to our dupe storage, I have a rule when it comes to dupe storage where outside of maybe Libin suds, which even then I'm starting to go back on a little bit, my main goal is just to keep it as clear as possible. So if it even means sacrificing some League SBC cards, it's worth it, in my opinion. I'm just buying out Mixed League and hope I don't lose coins. And even if you do, again, same thing as before. If you understand where the value is coming from, the coins you normally get back guaranteed. If my 1.5 million that after hundreds upon hundreds of runs went to 1.6 million, and then 1,000 plus runs since then only gets me to 1.4 million, I've done thousands of runs, made probably 5,000 to 10,000 packs total if we're counting the lower packs, bronze upgrades, silver upgrades, gold upgrades, crafting upgrades when they eventually come out, to only lose 100K, which most likely we haven't sold everything on, we can't either. So it's not even the fact that we lost 100K. It's just we're waiting for stuff to sell. In my opinion, it would be well worth it, but I don't even think that's true. How do I do bulk? Just club stock everything? I would watch our grind playlist, buddy. We have videos going over the bulk, what that looks like from different perspectives and different ways you can do it to save yourself the most time possible and coins possible. I do one mixed run, then get bored. Fair. Some people don't even want to do a single run because it's boring. That's fine. I usually get bored after like 50, so I feel it. Alright, is there any reason to not do these right now? I think we can. Do I submit my... I really don't want to submit those, even though it'd help clear a little bit. Let's stick to just 85s right now from our club and dupe storage. And then after that, we'll decide what we want to do. We don't even have a crap ton. Okay. Perfect. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic, buddy. How are you doing? Do we play champs or only grind the menu zunk? I do gameplay. Usually not champs. But I'm normally grinding the menus. Because there's way more benefit of it. Oh yeah, I saw the worldie. I had to wait to watch the game until later in the day. Nah, we're gonna submit these. I don't care. We're making more space. How's the grind? The grind is never ending and absolutely insane. Alright, we'll save the 88 for now. About your grind, I'm just questioning your decision to do upgrade golds instead of PP. Right now, I think it's necessary to farm 85s. So, you're not wrong. You also have the 85 double plus doubles you could do too. Especially if your dupe storage is getting full and you want to sacrifice some packs. There's shortcuts for sure. I still think gold upgrades in bulk would be better for 85s than player picks. But it's going to come down to preference at that point. What are the exact things needed for those, by the way? Let's take a look at it. So we have a 1 of 3, 78 plus for 7 golds, 3 rares. Yeah. It probably would be worth it to make player picks until... Make player picks until you get your 85s needed, and then go from there. Did you see the leaks of winter? Like player leak or SBC's leak? I didn't see anything so far. What's the end game of your grind? Probably 5,000 plus packs by team of the year. Into pack many team of the years from the mix of save packs, the league specific premiums, the league specific 1 rares we'll be able to make. Just everything in bulk will be crazy. I have 50k coins. Should I buy 85s for upgrades or save coins? Actually, Alba, that's something we haven't considered either. How much are 85s? How much are 85s, and then how much would you have to spend to buy all the 85s daily? How much would you sink into that? Or even if you did partial. I've watched all the playlist videos, but I don't really understand how to profit from bronze pack long term. Still, can you briefly summarize? Front end, every pack is guaranteed profit if you sell things. Most people will just open way more bronze packs than they'll list cards. That's really the only thing stopping people. The other thing stopping people is people don't do enough bronze upgrades to get League SBC cards untradeable, or non-League SBC cards to do silver upgrades, and so on and so forth. They don't take it far enough. They don't do marquee matchups with the untradables. They don't do daily SBCs, daily challenges. They don't take walkouts and stuff that they're getting from BPM and League SBCs altogether, and boards, and putting them to player SBCs to give them tradable packs, to give them even more coins back. They're not taking it far enough. And that's the thing stopping people from profiting from BPM. Long term. Short term, it's very easy to profit from BPM, especially if it's the only thing you're doing. If you're only spamming bronze packs, you'll see me pack like 100 libs and suds a day, make hundreds of bronze upgrades, sell all the League One, Eredivisie, Prem La Liga, you name it, and then sit there and spam more mix. We didn't even include the managers either. All the managers that are worth hundreds of coins, if not thousands, the ones that are extinct, the ones that aren't extinct but then become extinct, and then you have 5 of them in your club. There's a million reasons why it works, and we have videos on us doing those exact things in bulk. I think we have a video that's literally 50 minutes of us just spamming BPM in bulk and showing you where all that comes from too. Like I said, it's all doable. People just really either don't want to do it, or honestly, for a lot of people, it's just a time commitment. They don't want to put the time in, which is understandable. Because at the end of the day, that's what a grind is, a time commitment. How many do you think you'll pack? How many did we pack last year? That's the real question. Our best one was Mbappe by far. I'm trying to think of... I'll get at least one, for sure. I think I'll get a few this year. If we have another 82-20 or something like that again, I'll easily pack at least a few from that. Because we'll just spam that in bulk. Yes, brother, just discovered your channel. I love opening packs, so struggle to save. Have 150k in Mega Team and stack the club. Do you think grind small rare players packs and open everything else? 100%. I think that's definitely worth it. And again, another pack that we had a double lib and sub. And this is like, not every pack, but so many packs that are the quote-unquote worst quality from the mix. We're getting a bunch of lib and suds that we could then do crap ton of premiums if we wanted. Walk out from a pack that has very few rares in it. Not even guaranteed to be a gold rare. Finally, I'm in your live. Hey, let's go, buddy. Can I spam BPM with 50k? If you're going to do that, I would watch our bronze pack videos and our guides to make sure you understand where the value is coming from. Pack to pack. The less coins you have, the less packs you're going to be able to open. Is just the moral of the story. So you can... but if you do the math on that, it's going to be a little bit more than 50 packs if stuff isn't selling quickly before your coins are going to be feeling close to zero. It doesn't mean you lost those coins. It just means you have to wait for stuff to sell. So, yes and no. I would personally make easy coins with lib and sud flipping and sniping and get yourself to 100k tonight, most likely. And then you could easily get to 50k or 500k to a million within a week, just doing that method alone. If you would have, I don't know if you've been on the channel for long, but if you would have been in the channel since 3 days ago, you would probably be at over 1 million coins with our method, because we told every single person in here, you should constantly be looking at the buy now libs and suds, mass bidding, club stocking everyone in your club and selling the dupes over and over for pure profit. Doing that in bulk would have doubled your coins with everything you sent in your club. Because everything was, what, 600, 700 a few days ago. Now most things are 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600. It's not even really an investment, but it kind of played off as one. Will you be opening packs during attacker, midfielder, defender, or wait for full release? So I'm going to be doing, leading up to Team of the Year, a constant pack opening like this. Same thing's going to happen during Team of the Year for the partial ones. You'll see me opening the mixed. You'll see me grinding the mixed. But we'll save the big packs like standard. So you'll see me open everything else. So if we get a Team of the Year in the meantime, it'll be from the quote-unquote less quality packs. I will say this, though. And it's something to keep in mind for those of you waiting to grind till Team of the Year. I can almost guarantee you this happens all the time. It'll happen with the mix. It'll happen with the premium. We're already seeing it with the premium. The price goes up. People don't want to do the premium anymore. And they flood to the mix. I wouldn't be surprised if by doing so, the mix continues to go up in price. Whether that be the Saudis and Romanians have a little bit more value than normal. Whether that's the MLS Golds are then 400 to 500 coins a piece, or the higher rated ones are. Whatever that may be, in each section, it might be a little bit more per one. Or it might just be like Saudi Romanians go to 400 coins a piece and nothing else goes up. We don't know what that'll look like. All I do know is there's going to be little interruptions like that. And it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for people to want to do in bulk. They're going to be like, what the heck? The cost of this section just doubled. Is it worth it to do this in bulk now? And my question would be, why weren't you doing this in advance, saving the packs? That way you don't have to deal with it in the moment. But if it gets to that point, you either just spam more BPM then, or you just do it for a little bit more. But also too, doing it for a little bit more, the cards you pack will also be a little bit more. So you benefit from one direction if it hurts you in one, and the other. So if cards cost more, you can also sell them for more. So if you guys are saving some sort of tradable packs as well, that's going to be a cheat code. What's the easiest way to do the mixed league in bulk? I would watch our grind playlist where we have a video dedicated to us doing it in bulk. Showing you tips and tricks on every section. I think we even included the stream in there where we did like 50 plus. Where all we did was just buy cards and show you how to do it in bulk. Is it worth it to do BPM? It is worth it to do BPM. It's not going to help you in bulk, though, if you're trying to do the mixed in bulk. It'll be nice for generating coins and more cards. I like to do it usually at the end of the evening or the start of the day. But at some point, you're probably going to get off of it if you're trying to get to 50 to 100 a day. Which, again, most people will never get to that point, but... Reached 200k trading, did Icon, Baby Charlton, so I'm happy. W, man. See, Ron is a perfect example. Ron was struggling. He had, what, less than 50k? And you wanted to grind Mixed League? And you started using the lib instead to make coins and then help your grind a little bit easier? Absolute baller, that, man. How do I do League SBCs in bulk and the easiest? C-Barbs, I'm going to say the same thing over and over, brother. Not as a not wanting to answer your question, but because we have exact videos with exact grinds to answer your exact question that you're going to have 50 more questions on. So C-Barbs, again, brother, the playlist that's pinned in chat, the grind playlist, we have plenty of videos on the mix. We have plenty of videos showing us doing it in bulk, changes of doing it in bulk, bottlenecks that you might want to take advantage of if you're low on a certain league, how to get more of those leagues. If you don't want to watch those videos or resources to help you out, I can't do much, brother. I cannot do much for you, man. At some point, you guys are going to have to use the resources. I'm a teacher. You guys need to show up to class and do the homework. This is class, but if you haven't been doing the homework or showing up to the previous 10 classes, you might be a little confused in how we got here. And you're just going to fall further and further behind. Video name here. I'll do you one better. We'll do this. I'm going to open the playlist. I'm going to walk through the videos in here. We'll just name everything out real quick. Okay. So, if you go in here, it should show things from newest to oldest. So, if we have a new video that affects the menu grind, like here from 2 days ago, what to do when you hit 1,000 packs per team of the year. So, this is me. I start going over kind of what my issue is once we've reached 1,000 packs. Kind of how I'm trying to either save more coins, make more coins, which packs I want to save, different grinds we could do. This is where I start experimenting with the idea of potentially like, do we drop the premium? Would gold upgrades make sense? Do we save some of the silver upgrades? Do we open those? And kind of where we go from there. And also, too, like, ultimately, what is our goal? If our goal last year was 10 million liquid coins, which we hit, while doing League SBCs, which we did hundreds of, and my main goal is getting gold rares for the league-specific premiums, us saving hundreds, if not thousands, of packs that have a bunch of gold rares accomplishes that as well. Craziest menu grind yet, unlimited packs, no touching grass. This video, we show you kind of how we take that to the next level with this grind. What's going to go into what? Right now, what can go into what? Different things that you can adapt to instead of doing player picks, making gold upgrades. During Team of the Year, a bunch of league specifics, why it makes sense saving these packs instead of opening them. We talk about all those things. We have one where I show that I did over 200 mixed league upgrades. We show you pack pulls we get from that. We show you our coin totals. We show you things we got along the way, the fodder, the rinse and repeat. This shows us the icon insane 5.5 million pull we got untradeable in the Eusebio. How to even start saving packs for Team of the Year. If you want to do BPM, how to grind BPM. If you're looking for a BPM video in bulk, look at that 42 minutes of us just doing BPM. Pale tools, so if you guys want to see filters to do pale tools to speed it up even more with your bulk, we do that. Why we need a crafting upgrade in FC26, essentially explaining the situation weeks ago that we're having now, where it's like, okay, we got a bunch of stuff that we'd like to put into some sort of crafting upgrade. We just need the crafting upgrade. We have, this is what 10 mixed league runs got me, so I show you kind of, hey, live, this is me doing runs. Realistically, this is what I can get back. And then this is what I can put into what. This is what I can put into what. How I grind mixed leagues into repeatables on the menu. So right now it's a player pick. If you wanted to do our mixed grind into the player picks, you could do that. If you wanted to do the mixed grind into another upgrade that comes out, like the crafting upgrade, you could do that. We show you step by step how you can do that too. In bulk, 52 minutes of us just literally start to finish doing nothing but spamming packs, making packs, opening packs into this. How to grind the 80 plus times 2 upgrade SBC. Again, showing you even more ways that we do that on a day-to-day grind. How do I do bronze pack method and league SBC club stocking? This one is literally almost an hour where we show you in real time for the people asking, do you need BPM for mixed league? If you did, how would you use BPM? If you were trying to just do BPM into mixed league, how many bronze packs would it take? How many bronze upgrade packs would you need to make? We kind of show you step by step what BPM looks like in real time compared to things like in bulk method. And that was almost a month ago and we're still doing it. How to grind the bronze pack method long term. Again, if you are someone struggling to make coins with bronze pack method and you feel like you're not selling enough things or you're not taking time to sell the things. Back end, what are the ways you can make coins with bronze upgrades, other upgrades, daily SBCs, marquee matchups, things you're not thinking about yet that add extra not only value to things like bronze pack method and league SBCs, but also actual physical coins that people easily mess up on. How to make unlimited premium league SBC runs. So whether the price of Libin Suds is up or not, it doesn't matter. This method, without a fail, will show you how to save coins or make coins on this league SBC. Without a fail. There are 0 ways. If you follow this, you will mess up. Because you can sit there, find the price of Libin Suds, get everything for less than that to save coins. You can flip things for pure profit. You can sell tradable things. Very easy to do. Just takes a little bit longer if you're trying to do it for profit. How to make unlimited mixed league SBC runs. We show you what that looks like now that the Libin Suds are no longer needed. And it's the Romanian Saudi League from a month ago this video was. It still applies to the standard base grind. Do this before the SBC expires. I'm talking about Libin Suds there. This menu grind could change everything if we got some sort of exchange. Which we still don't have some sort of exchange. Well, technically, we got the winner exchange thing now. So this kind of comes true. If you watch this, it makes my point even more. Mixed league grind, premium grind, whatever one you want to do. If you want to do both of them, how that into exchanges is going to be even more insane, even more value than people realize at the moment. We need this to change league upgrades in FC26. We needed them to remove Lib and Sud, and they did from the mix, which is a W. More pale tools filters. How to make unlimited coins with Lib and Sud cards. This video alone made me over 10 million coins last year. This year easily has made our community probably over 100 mil total so far. As a community, and the reason I changed that number and changed that wording to as a community this year is because if I sat there and did Lib and Sud bidding again, I could easily have 10 mil plus. But instead of doing that, I'm showing you guys an even different grind of just doing League SBCs in bulk. So this still works. This still makes very easy coins. We doubled our coins from Friday on hundreds of Libs and Suds. Very easy coins. How to make unlimited packs with the Premium Mixed League upgrade. Another one of those from earlier when it was out. How to make crazy coins on League SBC investing. That was before League SBCs came out. Then how to make unlimited coins with Bronze Pack method. This was at the start of the game when player prices were lower and managers were higher. And we were still making coins from BPM. So, again, we have the resources here. We spend a crap ton of time putting a bunch of points together, putting a bunch of tutorials together, specifically for you guys to use to make the grind even easier for you. So, if you see me revert to this playlist, that is why. It's not me not wanting to answer a question. It's because we have all these resources to help you. Does that make sense? Any questions on that? Oh, all right. Really thinking that BPM should be pretty profitable right now on PC, especially where it's harder to make coins? True. And again, if you're on PC, the best thing you can do if you're on PC is eventually come to console because you guys have very few people on your market and very few cards on your market, which adds its own problems. Doesn't mean things aren't doable. It just means it's a little different and normally a little bit harder. And usually that's where the bulk is more difficult. Jacob! What's up, buddy? Gameplay is so much better on PC now. I know. But unless the markets are combined, you're just going to have a limited market, sadly. Watch the videos. They actually help. The video name, there's a bunch of video names in there. If you're looking for Mixed League ones, watch the ones with Mixed League in the video. If you're watching ones where you want to learn about BPM into Mixed League, watch the ones where we talk about BPM and Mixed League together. Draft rewards are gooder, to be honest. So, with draft methods, we need to distinguish a few things. If people are talking about draft method, there might be times where if silvers are a little bit more, golds are a little bit more, and there's times where there's a little bit more value from those sort of things. You can do things like draft method to make some coins or guarantee yourself you're not going to lose much. But the issue with things like that, unless you're quitting first round, you're going to spend a lot of time in game. So I would much rather spend a lot of time on the menus and make even better packs in bulk, personally. Both tradable and untradable. Just back by Monty from the Premium Mix. Let's go, W. I haven't watched your videos for a bit. Is there a new method? We probably have another 15 videos since you last watched the video, if it's been a bit. So I would say there's many different tweaks to the grinds and methods. It'd be helpful if you had a playlist of videos we could refer to. True, it would be nice. We should make something like that. Remind me at some point to make a playlist kind of like, I don't know, EAFC26 menu grind. So I want to complete around 25 day. Can I do BPM then? I'm on PC. So PC in general, if you're trying to do, first of all, regardless of what you're on, if you're trying to do 25 plus a day, unless you're playing 24/7, using just BPM or using heavy BPM will very much limit the amount you can do. In bulk, specifically, if you're trying to get like 10, 15, 25, 50 a day, you almost have to buy out stuff. But little tweaks can be helpful. So like Saudi and Romanian League, I don't know if there's still 400 plus coins, but PC were complaining about them being a little bit more expensive. If that's the case, it might be worth it to spam BPM and bronze upgrades to get a lot of those section and then maybe buy some. But then for the rest, if they're relatively cheap, just buy them out in bulk. Because same thing applies again. All the tradable and untradeable packs you're getting of the League SBC cards back, you're making more coins than we are if you pack them tradable. I saw Brazilian managers are like 2K again. Probably. There's too many things, man. I could probably look at a million informs we have that are doubled the price right now, or ones I got in Evo and are extinct, or special cards that we got at discard and now are 12K because informs are like 13K plus. There's always something that we're usually missing out on. Brilliant, keep up the good work. Love your grind. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. And also, too, if you guys are new today or relatively new in this past week or so, do not be afraid to ask questions. If you hear me and it sounds like I'm getting upset, I'm not getting upset ever at you guys asking questions. What we're trying to get people to understand, though, is if you're asking the same question over and over, and we revert you to a video or a playlist that can answer that question because you need to understand the 10 tips that get you to that point, we might put you in that direction to help you out the best we can. If you refuse to watch those things and keep asking, you might see situations where we get a little frustrated at people where it's like, dude, this video answers that question. Watch the video if they're not doing that. But feel free to answer questions. I'll never get mad at you guys for asking questions. But also, too, if you guys have a question while watching a video, you might be tempted to come back to stream and ask the question. In stream, you can do that. I would just comment on the video you're watching because I get all those comments in a notification. I can reply to it while I see it. But also, too, what that does is for newer people who might have the same question, if they look in the comments and see you asked it already and I answered theirs, then they have their answer as well. They don't have to ask separately. Are you planning to do a video for the new exchanges? I will most likely, yeah. Here, let's make some space here. Should I do that for tomorrow? Make a new exchanges video? Okay, I should say 99% of the time I will not get mad at questions. Individuals and situations, baby. Why are you using every gold and gold upgrade instead of league upgrades? Many things. One, we are opening hundreds of packs right now, so I kind of need the free space. Otherwise, we're getting all dupes again. Two, we're stopping the premium at the moment, temporarily. So I don't need a lot of those cards. But sometimes we enter midstream like I did. Yep. And sometimes people will enter literally the second we get done answering a question. No joke. We've had that happen many times where it's like, we'll just get done explaining something on stream for 3 to 4 minutes because someone either didn't want to watch a video or they're newer to the channel, or maybe we didn't have a video out yet. So therefore, I'll quickly try to explain it. But if we have enough people in the stream, usually there's enough in and outs where when I get to the tail end of that and they ask the same question, unless we answered every time someone asked, what that would look like is literally just 5 to 10 minutes a chunk answering one person nonstop. And for the 50 people in here right now, to answer that one person in real time with the step-by-step tutorial we just did, it would waste the other 49 people's time. And we'll usually make a video on it if it's the case. Or, better yet, perfect example, let's use you. If you had a question that we didn't yet make a video on, like, for example, Alberto said, are you planning to do a video for new exchanges? If someone had a question about the new exchanges, I could say, yeah, we're discussing the grind right now a little bit. We don't have anything concrete. Videos coming tomorrow or later this week. And then the next time someone has an exchange question or that question in general, be like, I'm glad you asked. Newest video on the channel. In the trading playlist, we go over that exact thing. Why is that? Why are you stopping? I am stopping the premium. I should word it differently. I am rinsing premium. I'm not stopping premium. I'm rinsing the premium until we have enough to do essentially close to 10. I said 5 or 10. Closer to 10 with all lib and suds untradeable. Because that's how often we do the mixed. We have just a sheer bulk that we can do so many libs and suds untradeable. But in the meantime, all the golds that we keep getting duped, we have to put somewhere. What card should we buy for the mix so the grind is faster? Like which leagues and rating? Patrick, I'd watch our videos on the mixed league to see the exact thing answered. It's going to be every section you're buying out if you're trying to do the buyout method in bulk. We have one where we even do 10 runs live in real time, showing you guys what that looks like. Are you opening the winter upgrade? There's really no need for me to open them right now, I would say. We could, but it's just going to be more cards we put into more upgrades, so we'll keep completing them, but we'll probably save them. Is it worth putting all my off-league bronze into bronze upgrades, or should save certain nations and sell long-term? I mean, that's again where people are going to differ. If you save stuff, I'd be listing stuff. Otherwise, just put it into upgrades. If you're not consistently listing, you're not going to get consistent sales. You might as well put it in an upgrade if you're going to get a crap ton of dupes. Would you recommend mass bidding on players on console or web app? Yes. To both. You'll need to use everything if you use our grind. You'll benefit from doing a mix of console, web app, companion app to get around soft bans. Especially if you have access to the PS4 and PS5. Works perfectly. And again, this is going to be one of those situations where even what you see me doing right now, I'm going to have to call myself out. I was just saving mixed league cards in my dupe storage. Although it would technically be wasteful for me to put these into a silver upgrade rather than putting it into the mixed league, when we're doing it in such bulk and we still have all those packs to open, we're going to constantly keep getting these dupes over and over and over. So at some point, our dupe storage is just going to need to be emptied. And I think liber suds would be the thing to save more than anything else. All this other stuff we'll have no problem getting if you're doing it in huge bulk. If you have just a few of them and you really don't have an issue with space, I'd say save it all and slowly use it, but it just reaches a point where it feels like a waste of time. Will they get rid of the leagues or just make an updated version? They've continued to bring league SBCs out. I would assume they would continue to keep bringing them out and keeping the same thing. Could they make little tweaks here? Like after the first time, they removed the Lib and Sud and change it to the Saudi Romanian for the mix? Absolutely. Is it likely they'll change things? Most likely not. EA is very much known for liking to keep things the same. So it's less work they actually have to do. I will say, though, if you want to min-max time on console and web app companion app / Pale Tools, the best way that I find is mass bidding in bulk on just everything on console, storing everything in your club. If you have a empty transfer list and transfer targets, filling your dupes up in your transfer list but not selling them, just letting them sit there. Same with your 50 cards in your transfer targets. That works well. But then if you're trying to get things that you might not have gone yet, going to Pale Tools and doing buy nows so you can see it grayed out for the ones you already have, and then you see it non-grayed out for the ones you don't have, makes it very easy to club stock things you currently don't have. And again, we have videos and streams and tutorials all in that playlist that show that step by step, what that looks like. There's no point for me to open the winter upgrades right now. We could, but it's just going to be cards that are going to be dupes or non-dupes that we're going to put into upgrades. So I'm personally just going to hold them until we get winter upgrades, most likely. Have a good night, Steven. Let me know how it goes, brother. I'm praying that it's an unlimited repeatable. I hope they don't cap it. I bet there's going to be like 100 to 200 of the winter upgrades you have to do for like an objective reward. But I truly hope they make it where after you hit the objective reward, you can still make the SBC for like the 14-day period it's out or however long that's going to be. That'd be perfect. Something is weird to me. Keep watching videos that say BPM, daily upgrades, league SBC, sell everything you can. E5 to 87, winter SBC, everything all again. Ain't I losing fodder? Let me read that again. Something is weird to me. I keep watching videos that say BPM, daily upgrades, league SBCs, sell everything you can. 85 to 87, winter SBC, everything all again. Ain't I losing fodder? Losing fodder in the sense of you're putting like 85s and maybe sometimes 86s and 87s into the winter SBC. Therefore, you're losing fodder that way. Technically, yes. But I'm assuming those videos or those methods are showing you how to complete the winter SBC. If the person's goal is to get these done all daily for the 40 items, yes. But again, it depends on how you look at it. What's the price of an 85 right now? If you bought an 85 off the market and you times that by 3, I don't know the price of an 85, but let's say the cost is... No, actually, someone tell me, what's the price of an 85 right now? It's maybe gone up since earlier. It's the price of an 85, times it by 3. Is that cost worth it for 40 cards? And specifically 25... Oh, wait! Wait a second! Oh my gosh! I just thought of something even more. I don't know what to think anymore. 2.5 per one? Boys, it was staring at us all along. Do we save these not for the winter crafting upgrade? Do we save these for Team of the Year? I mean, we are discussing one of the reasons why I love the mix so much is we're getting 6 rares and I can make these so easily in bulk. And even if we don't pack a Team of the Year in the process, which I'm almost guaranteed we'll get something in the process, if not a Team of the Year, some crazy fodder, or other things like an icon, or things we can craft. This is a guarantee to not get us anything of value that we can quite literally just put right back into the premium league specifics. But my question is, what is going to be needed for the winter crafting upgrade? If this is a winter provisions pack, and it's a mix of gold commons and gold rares, I almost guarantee now that the winter crafting upgrade is going to be a mix of rares and commons. And if that's the case, it most likely makes sense to use this for that, which is probably its intended purpose, but yeah. Wait a second. Hold on. I just realized something else. Boys. If you're not getting, if you get some 85s, but not all 85s from the League SBC grind, do a premium run. Libin Sud's untradeable for the Jumbo Gold. Quick sell is usually around 5k, especially if you list some of the consumables. And just then buy the 85s from that a few times a day. Maybe do like a few runs of the premium. If you wanted to. If you're not completely giving up on the premium, or if you're... Oh, it's capped at 108? Was that in the code? Or... Where are you seeing that? I haven't seen anything on Twitter yet today. Don't know what to open now and what to save? Yeah, I know. This is the struggle of it. But again, boys, look at this. Another Mixed League SBC pack. Look at what we got. We got a Premium League SBC card, the League One. We got 2 off leagues, so we can put into a gold upgrade. We got a Lib Gold, a Serie A Rare, which is going to be helpful, an off league Silver, a Serie B, a Serie B, a Serie B. So 3 cards to go right back on the Serie B section. Championship card, which most likely won't help with the rating, so we'll go into a bronze upgrade. And then a Bundesliga 2 and a Bundesliga. So it's like, again, the more of these packs we do in bulk, the more League SBC cards we're not having to buy then on the future runs. So even if we bought out 25 to 50 runs, we're doing more SBC runs off of it. Another Sud. Saw it on the photo leak. You'll probably get enough comments to do the crafting upgrade from your mixed grind anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Because, like, really what it's going to come down to is what makes the most sense. Another reason why we're saving the common golds and the gold upgrades is to get us the gold rares and gold commons whenever they're needed for something quick. Like a crafting upgrade. And, like, that would make sense personally to use it on that. But can you guys now see why even our existing grind, how it can go so many different directions, or day to day I might change what I do, or where you guys might want to do it a little differently than me, and there's never going to be a one size fits all? Can you see how complicated this becomes to just have a single grind, and why we need to keep making more and more videos speaking on different ways you can take it, commentary aspects of it, the pros and cons of this. If you're struggling to get the 85s, how you might be better off to do a jumbo gold occasionally. To get liquid coins, just buy this out. Or you buy it out if you have the coins, not worry about getting the fodder. Then you do a few runs to get the coins back. And then you start saving 85s for the next day. Like, there's so many different workarounds. You could do the 85 to 87 nonstop with your lower end fodder, especially if that's filling up in your dupe storage. Like, there's going to be a million workarounds and things you can do. Are you listening to the leaks for 15K for lazy buyers or when? I don't want to really affect my League SBC experiment too much yet. I would usually be selling my Team of the Weeks at this point if we can get 15K plus for them. But I really want to see what our liquid coins gets to if we don't touch our Team of the Weeks yet. You're a Newcastle fan? Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Hopefully you didn't take it too hard, man. Great goal, though. So I missed what you said. Am I cooked if I'm spending my golds on League SBCs? If you're spending your golds on League SBCs, are you cooked? Can you reword that? What are you saying you're spending? If you're buying golds for League SBCs like the Premium Mix, or if you're using them on the Premium Mix? Or what are you saying? Or I might have just read that wrong. I'm not sure though. Alright, we're almost out, boys. We might actually get to the tradable packs today. Using them. I was saying how, depending on how people are viewing the premium, if people are using premium gold cards, like for the premium mix, on the premium mix, especially if they have the untradables for the Lib and Sud ready to go, the coins they're getting from the jumbo gold pack alone could buy them 85s off the market if they're struggling to get them. So what I'm saying is how people might want to save themselves time if they already have a good amount of coins, instead of for today alone trying to get all the 85s needed if you don't have them. Maybe it's worth it to save people time if they have the coins and resources. Buy out the 85s. Then start stockpiling 85s for the next day in terms of grinding League SBCs. Get a bunch untradable for the next day. Do your 85 to 87s. Also, this is probably going to be more difficult to do, but we could use the Lib and Sud logic. I'm sure there's people out there that are making coins on 85s because of this. and they're lazy listing into new content, I bet you could mass bid on 85s, store 85s to use for the SBC, and dupes you selling for pure profit. And you just keep lazy listing those over and over. So if you're someone who doesn't really want to grind the menus right now, but wants to do those daily, that's not a bad thing to potentially try to bid on right now and see how it goes. And since it's going to be out for what, the next 17 days, did it say? I bet they're going to continue to rise or continue to at least have value for daily fluctuations. Think about marquee matchups rewards then for the amount that'll be on the market as well. Is making 500 mixed leagues achievable for Team of the Year with 1.2 mil? We're well over that already, and we started with 1.5 mil. And we got to 1.6 mil after a few hundred runs. And then we invested even more into now coming up on... I don't even know how many runs we'd be at. Did we opened packs before we started saving. So I'd say we'd probably be closer to 1,000 runs total if we count all the old ones. I would say so. I would give yourself the roadmap, though. I'd work backwards. Ask yourself the question. If you have 1.2 mil and you want to make 500 League SBC runs, let's say... Let's go with exactly a month away. It's usually the final 2 weeks of January's Team of the Year. But let's say you're 30 days away. Do 500 divided by 30. That's the bare minimum of amount of runs you'd have to do daily to have 500 mixed ready to go. If you can keep that pace, you're golden. If you can't, adjust, but even trying to reach it and not getting necessarily all the way there, but getting 90% there is better than not doing anything. Definitely made over 75 and been around 30K a week. So I'm not cooked about having only 150 golds. Hey, 89 out of nowhere. From the second worst League SBC pack. W. Another Sud. Another Sud. And a dupe Courtois. Let's go. Back-to-back walkouts. Yikes, dude. 2 more suds? Is she extinct? No, she's not. Why did I think she was like 50K still or something? We'll put her in. Because if they add the 82 times 20 again, I would be golden with the amount of fodder that it will give. Yeah. I mean, I guess do the math in advance, too. If you have 1.2 mil right now, let's say you're buying gold rares at 600 now, but eventually you'd have to start bidding 650 to 700. So, like, you're spending 600 or 700 per one. Times that by 11, and then that's the cost of a single league-specific premium if you bought out gold rares. 1.2 million divided by that would be the amount of league-specifics you could make. Compare that to 500 League SBC runs. Because what, 500 times 6 in there is the amount of gold rares you'd get. Divide that by 11. Which one could you do more with? But then also, too, if you're opening a bunch of League SBCs during full Team of the Year, you have a chance in the League SBC pack for Team of the Year and then in the recycle. So you benefit in more ways. The only difference, though, is you're going to get a crap ton of walkouts and other special cards. So not every single gold ray you're counting from a save pack is going to be used for an upgrade. A lot of them will not be used. Or will be used in other ways. You might open this pack and get 6 rares, but if one of them's a walkout, you might only use 5 for upgrades, but that other one goes towards an exchange that gets you even more gold rares as well. You see how, again, the grind goes a million different directions in terms of what might be the best, depending on the individual, how it might differ. There's not really one size fits all. Who's doing player picks right now? How many have you done so far? And on average, what are you getting per one? Are you averaging like an 80 to 82? Is it a little higher than that? $60 easily with 15 walkouts? Okay. And the menu's gone. Just like that. I'll keep the 6 drawer and open the rest for the repeat cycle. Yes, sir. It's what, 5:30 right now? We'll probably be live for another half an hour or so at least. And then I'm going to go work out, so we'll still have a decent bit left. Any random questions you guys have with this grind or outside of this grind or steps you're getting stuck on that you might need a quick explanation for that we can maybe try to quickly show you? I can run through my club if you guys want to show you where our club currently sits with mix cards. If we do a few more runs right now, what the recycle looks like. I can show you Libman Suds. I like how we almost doubled the amount of gold upgrades we have. It's beautiful. Okay, another thing too, and this is something I didn't even discuss yet. I'm going to start opening my small electrums in a minute. Another benefit of us making gold upgrades and clearing all our gold commons and gold rares is very rarely will we now get dupes from the golds if we clear those, which will allow us to store our tradables, which means we don't have to list a tradable or quick sell it right away. We can get even more coins per card, both from daily SBCs, lazy listing, marquee matchups, challenges, evos. But even if a thing struggles to sell for 350, 400 coins, the hundreds upon hundreds of golds we'll get from this over time. If the difference between quick selling something for like 260 coins versus listing it for 350 to 400 is over 100 coins per card, you can see very easily how you can get tens of thousands more coins, hundreds of thousands more coins saved throughout the year, just slowly listing stuff rather than just quick selling it or getting rid of it right away. That's where the BPM side of it comes in. The same way I tell you with BPM, do BPM in bulk and think long term. Same thing applies to that. Same thing applies to if you take it to when we started the year, we did silver common bidding for 150. What did I say? A lot of cards will have value in the moment, but have more value later. And how many daily SBCs came out where we had a card that went for 150 and went all the way to 5K, or a few thousand coins, or doubled or tripled, or the whole market doubled and we made double our coins on everything, bare minimum. Would you open bronze packs until you get a dupe from mixed league, then you go in to use it for the specific league, then open more bronze packs until dupe? Because that's what I'm doing. In our BPM mixed league video, we discuss, I think the best method would be buying out to almost to the point where you are almost guaranteed to get a dupe in BPM all the time. Would be my way of running BPM with it personally. You don't need to do that, but I think especially with the Saudi Romanian section, it can be very useful. For many different reasons. I just don't want to lose coins. Well, that's the thing, is you're not losing coins. If they're guaranteed 200 and you fill your club with a bunch of 150 bids, those are already guaranteed coins profit no matter what. And if you lazy list it another 50 to 100, you'll still get sales, just maybe not as much. Or if they rise, you benefit from the investment side. But for BPM, all the ones you don't have yet, or the ones you continue to pack, you get to sell quicker. So you benefit from each direction. I'm using BPM within a range of 10K. So for example, if I have 556K, I'll go down to 550K. That's smart. I like that. I think that's a good way to go about it. And like I said, for me, I don't find myself doing BPM as much anymore. But when I do it, it's usually like at the end of the evening, or like for now, the amount of premium mix, the MLS championship pack that we've done, we are going to have so many bronze untradables. It's not even funny. So I could probably do another 50 to 100 bronze upgrades before we even start BPM. All right, let's show you guys how we start getting some coins back now. What this looks like. We still have stuff selling. We're nowhere near out yet. But let me start showing you this in terms of tradable packs. How quickly these coins start coming. So we have obviously these small prime silver player packs. We're not going to worry about that right now. Let's do small electrum. Actually, can I be even smarter about how we do this? Can I 500 IQ this? I'm going to do this. I'm going to complete it. Start with my dupe storage. But what this is going to do, it's going to bring the pack to the front of the section because it's the most recent one we did. So instead of me having to scroll through like 10 packs to get there, we'll be able to do it right away. So this is going to save us probably another 15 minutes on stream of just the amount of time it takes to slide across. So I'll take pack pulled ones first. We'll stick to just using commons for now. So we have the rares needed. Does that give us the rating? It does. So we finish this. We get a bonus pack at the end as well because it's the final pack of the section. It's done. And boom. Actually, okay, it's silver players and gold players. I should probably do a bunch of silver upgrades right now as well to get rid of all the off-league silvers first before we do that. Otherwise, we're going to keep getting those dupe. So let me actually do that before we get into opening those. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is where I'll go to Pale Tools. Just give me a second to log in. actually, we could start taking these leagues off for the silvers for the premium mix, but I'm going to keep those for now. I don't need to go that crazy. How's the stream going? Stream is going fantastic, man. The grind today is absolutely wild. The start of exchanges are here, even though it's low-end exchange. The 385s for the winter provisions upgrade. Okay, so how many are we at right now? Let's take a look. We're at... we sharing our screen? Yeah, we are. We're at how many silver upgrades? We're at 60. We could do bronze upgrades too. Could clear both of those. Look at all these untradables off leagues that we get to chuck in. We should do silver upgrades actually first. And again, if you're someone who only uses console and you're never using web app, companion app / Pale Tools, these are the things you miss out on in terms of additional speed and additional grind. To get to the point where you're doing 50 runs a day, if that is your goal, it's going to be a lot harder and take a lot more time if you don't have this. Is BPM worth it with 70K? I would say so, but the way you'd be able to do it with under 100K is going to look vastly different or longer than if you had more coins. The more coins, the better, but you can make 70K work. All right, or soft bend. I shouldn't have went that fast. All right, let's get back to it. So what I'm going to do, this is another thing that's going to help you. I'm not going to look at the card's price right now. If you sit there and you have hundreds of packs to get through and you're looking at comparing price on each individual card and trying to make a decision in the moment, you're going to waste a ton of time. If it's a non-dupe, I'm storing it in the club. If it's a dupe, I'm throwing it on the transfer list. We're going to deal with that stuff later. If you see it's a walkout or like an inform or something, you want to wait for it, sweet. But like libs, suds, golds, none of that matters right now. Because I know I cleared most of my club for the golds. I cleared a lot for the silvers, not everything. Is Pale Tools risky to get banned? If you're using Pale Tools for bidding and SBC making, there's been 0 cases of people getting banned over the past 3 years of people using it for those. If you're doing sniping bots, there's almost a 100% chance you'll eventually get banned. So I would not use it for like sniping bots and things like that. But if you're using the standard like League SBC grind tools, or better yet, if you watch us use Pale Tools and how we grind, nothing we do is bannable. So you can keep that in mind. Not only that, EA actively takes things from Pale Tools and implements it into their game, and has even given Pale Tools credit for things like that. Like Pale Tools, the exact reason why EA has started adding gold commons, gold rare, silver common, silver rare, different things, and saving that in your settings when you're making things like gold upgrades or other upgrade packs on the menus. They pulled all that from Pale Tools. Or they gained inspiration from Pale Tools, I should say. The exact ratings to put in, caps on the ratings. If you want to use just SBC storage, if you want to use just club. Gold lib tradable, W. I'm not sure the gold lib's up to. Alright, even. Then we'll try it in the rest of the cards. Crazy. But the same as the untradable packs, the mixed gives crazy lib and sud tradable pack luck as well. Which, if those have doubled in price over the past few days, think about how many more coins tradable we're going to have from these packs, simply because we waited for them to go up more in price. So again, the benefit of doing League SBCs in bulk is when things were a little cheaper, there wasn't as much reason for us to open those right away. Now that we waited, each pack is essentially more coins than it would have been worth otherwise. You're going to be selling everything tradable from this pack over time to continue the grind / keep coin balance? Yes. And the way I'll do that is I'll list things in bulk. I'll sell things in bulk, but also will quick sell in bulk. And what I mean by that is I'll genuinely give things a chance to sell. If we wanted to go into our club later, and let's say, for example, I'm listing all my... I did it earlier in the stream. We had all our La Liga cards. All our La Liga silver, rares, and commons listed. We got a crap ton to sell over the day, but I still had, I think, 60 by the time we started the stream that didn't sell. At that point, we can either put them back into our club and deal with them later, or we can choose to quick sell them because, hey, we gave them a chance. Things that were going to sell sold. Might make more sense to quick sell these if we get another one down the line. Start back in the club and sell it later. Wait for a daily SBC, but at some point you will have to call it quits on some cards. You'll not actively be able to do 50 plus runs a day and have time to list and sell every single card. You'll have to play the long game for sure on some, and others you'll have to be a little bit more smart with how you do things. For example, another one of those is like off-league silver commons. If it's very hard for a silver common to sell for 200 from an off-league, it might not make sense to list those silver commons all day for 200 by now. You might be better off quick selling those and trying your luck on the League SBC ones. Will that mean you'll miss out on some extra coins? Absolutely, but I find that saves some time too. Which then, the more time you save, the more time you can put back into more packs, which theoretically you could pack more things in. So, everything to get you to grind the mix more. $112 left. We'll see if we'll get through all these small electrums today before we end the stream. Another lib. Dude, Kroopy's backflip was insane. Absolute baller. Where's that Lorient? I really wanted him to come to Sunderland before he came to Bournemouth. There was a potential chance we could have got him, I think, on loan last year with Labrie. He's their manager because he used to play for him. But he was always going to land in the Prem. Just too good, man. $102 left. Now, the cool thing with this, too, as informs continue to go up in price, and even if they don't raise much higher anytime soon, to get an additional few thousand coins bonus per inform now that we pack tradable is going to be really cool. Instead of quick selling them, list them for like 13, 14K. W. Another Sud tradable. Did you see that the starting 11s for both Sunderland and Newcastle? Newcastle had Champions League appearances for their starting 11, a total of 111. Versus Sunderland, they had people with a total of 137 Champions League appearances. Ballers. Absolute ballers, baby. $95 still to go. So, you're going to see tomorrow, I'll be up front with kind of how I'm going to move my coins off stream. So, you're going to see me primarily list my tradable libs and suds that we're packing. You're going to see me list my special cards that we haven't sold on yet that we bought in the process of doing League SBCs. So, it'll count towards that 1.5 mil we just had sitting around the club. I'm not going to sell any inform that we invested in. If we pack any informs, I'll sell those on. But I'll list premium mixed league cards, so like League One, Eredivisie, Prem La Liga, all those. So our coin total should very quickly start shooting up closer to 1 mil from what you see right now. Which hopefully goes to show how quickly our coins will shoot back up to. If we have to get to 1.5 mil to break even, we still have over 200 packs left to go with everything still in our club. We need less than 1 mil coins total to get there. I'm very confident we'll easily get close. And even if we don't break even, and let's say hypothetically we lose a little bit, we had to open so many packs in the process. We have so many other packs crafted that we haven't even opened yet untradable that would make more tradable packs. All on top of that, we're also saving the final pack for Team of the Year. And multiple packs from the premium. So, all that being said, we're not even down coins technically once we get to the quote-unquote end of this mixed experiment. It's just one step of the grind closer to the end. We're still not at the complete end. It could just keep going and going. We could open all the final packs, put those into player SBCs, get ourselves a bunch of sections done there for tradable packs. We could do daily 85 exchanges for the winter packs. It's endless. Those get crazier and crazier. I'm on 1.7 mil and 79 packs and still doing BPM. I do this so slow all my days. There's nothing wrong with doing it slow. You doing it slow is the reason you probably still have as many coins as you do or built up to that point, is you're not one to speed through things. But I would ask yourself this question. What is your goal for Team of the Year? How many packs? And are you on pace to get there? If not, I would speed it up at least a little bit. Because we're now entering about a month out. 1,000 plus? Yeah, you got to really start turning it then. Like I was saying before to some people, it's usually the final 2 weeks of January's Team of the Year, but pretend it's 30 days away. If it's 30 days away, and you have less than 100 and you want to get to 1,000, let's say you need to make another 900 packs. 900 divided by 30. How many packs do you need to do a day? Are you on pace to get there? What are the packs? What other packs might you be getting? I had 1,000 plus last Team of the Year. And even if you don't get completely there, too, it's not bad. You don't have to get to 1,000. But get to like 800 or 900 instead of 1,000. Spot a Saudi League gold for 200 coins. I'm so confused. What are you confused about? Oh, you said gold. I was even confused too. I'm like, you bought a Saudi League card for 200 coins. What are you on about? They're like 150, 200. Yeah, there's some price ranges that are a little messed up. Dude, yeah. That's got me too. I've done that when it's come to selling golds. I'll usually go through, and if things weren't selling, I'll go to my club and just list everything at mid price. And sometimes the mid price is 150 bid, 200 buy now, and I'll accidentally list a card for that. There's like, I think 20 cards in the game that have messed up price ranges. Less than it should be. If you go to gold 150 max bid, I think they pop up. Let's try that real quick. Yeah. You could get really cheeky. You could bid 250 on every single one of these. Quick sell and make like 10 coins a piece. What a method. If I don't know what packs I want to save for the 1,000 packs, you could start spamming the mix and save the final pack. And start crafting other packs in the process. That's been working for me. Just got an 86 from the mix grind. That's where people get their fodder. True. I mean, you don't necessarily need to do over a 900 mix. A good chunk of them can be from there, but you can do, start saving some gold upgrades maybe. You could get crafting upgrades when those get done. You could start saving some of the winter exchanges. It's like we're averaging a Liber Sud once per pack tradable, too. It's a beautiful thing. Enzo LaFay, baby. Lib tradable. And we're now just getting to the point where we're halfway through one set of the tradable packs. Just by some quick sells. Or not even quick selling, I would say. Just by things on our transfer list slowly selling. We're at 518. Adding a lot of value to the club. Slowly filling up our transfer list. Coins will be coming back. Definitely less because you could run premiums with those mix. Yep, exactly. Exactly. You're not saving the Bundesliga Serie A pack? Nope. You could if you want to. I just don't see the reason. It's an 80 plus guaranteed, right? Most of my gold upgrades are an 80 plus guaranteed as well. I'd rather use the golds to keep the grind going or to make other packs. But you can save it if you want. It's no big deal. Dude, so many tradable cards. What has that been said? Still 57 to go. We're not even going to be able to get through all these. Because our dupe storage is going to fill, or transferist is going to fill up. Double lib sud. Now, for the pack that's all silvers, I bet we make even more coins on average in that pack than we do the small Electrum. I think that pack's going to be even better. Simply because lib and suds. I tried Arc Raiders. No, I feel like I'd like it a decent amount, but my issue with games right now, outside of EAFC, is like I love Call of Duty. I play the crap out of zombies. I play some multiplayer each year. But anything, especially before Team of the Year, that's not dedicated towards making as many packs as possible or coins, is just a wasted opportunity for me when it comes to content creation. So I try not to grind too many games yet. That being said, I will 100% at some point buy Arc Raiders when it goes on sale or at close to full price later this year. I just have no interest outside of this right now and Zombies Camos. Yeah, all the videos I've seen of it, all the streams, the content, looks super fun. How doable is it to play solo? Or do you kind of have to always play with other people and coordinate? Because I'm not with the boys as much nowadays when it comes to gaming. Dude, Black Ops 3 was the best Call of Duty of all time for me. Black Ops 2 was fantastic. Black Ops 1 was great, obviously. Modern Warfare 2 was great, but Black Ops 3 was just perfection in terms of zombies and multiplayer. Peak. Absolute peak. And on top of that, crypto keys, gobblegums, oof. The gambling aspect in it, my goodness. Bring me back. Oh, you mean interact with other people you meet? I guess so. Good point. Actually, you know what I'm going to do right now? Nah, let me be a man of my word. Let me be a man of my word. I would not be setting a good example if I just straight up started quick selling all the things I chucked up here. Let me try to list things at least first. If you're on console, this is a much faster way of comparing prices if you send things up to your transfer list while you open a pack. It'll speed things up quite a bit. So we're saying the winter provision packs for a good repeatable or crafting upgrade are open now. I would personally, if you don't need the cards now, I'd save it. Probably it would be best to use it during the winter crafting upgrade itself. Depending on when that comes out, though. Wait, does winter wildcards promo start Friday? Just got here. I know you have probably spoke about it all stream, but what's your thoughts on the new SBC for golds? Assuming you love it. Yeah, I like it a lot. We'll make a video discussing what I think would be the most beneficial things to do for it to get done daily and how it plays into the grind and things like that. But I'm gonna wait till after I work out to record that. Or actually, no, I'll take my pre-workout. Wait, I'm supposed to go shopping tonight too. Dude, I have no food. Shoot. I should record it beforehand. I'm going to record it quickly after we end the stream. And then it'll go up as the upload for Tuesday. This one's weird too. Silver rare with a 150 start price. Yeah, I feel like 85s will be nice to fluctuate daily too. So wondering where I'm going to get the 85s from, completing them. Also, too, think of the price of the 85, even if they go up just a little bit in the next day or so. If you did a few premium league SBC runs, the jumbo gold pack alone, with the amount of live-in studs and tradable you're getting from the mix and other things like that, dailies, think about the amount of coins from the jumbo gold. You could do a few runs of the jumbo gold and have that pay for the 85s. Or you buy out some of the 85s. For me, I'm going to start using dupe storage, maybe 86s as well. Maybe some 87s too. That's probably a little bit wasteful. But if it's a dupe storage for me, I'm going to slowly start having more and more walkout dupes as we keep opening packs. It might be worth it for me to move some of those around. You plan to take coins into Team of the Year or just sink it all into your save packs? I want to, as best as I can, finish this experiment of if I can get back to 1.5 before Team of the Year, which I think I'd have no problem actually doing that if I stop doing League SBCs at this point and just rinse the untradables and tradables into more and just got completely liquid. The issue is going to be I want to keep doing League SBCs every day. So the issue for me is going to be you're going to see my coins start going back up, but then I'm going to do more runs. It's going to go back down. I'm going to do more runs. It's going to keep going up. So ideally, I'd like to get completely liquid again, see what we get back to, and then say, okay, let me go even harder this next time through. They're already up 800 coins for what I bought them for yesterday. W, man. But I have like 200 tradable informs as well, so even if we got low on these coins and started saving tradable packs, or we couldn't completely get liquid of everything and I had to take it a little slower with this, we'd still be good. How can you repeat the SBCs without emptying your club to nothing? I would watch our menu grind if you're struggling with spamming and spamming and spamming and having an empty club. We have videos on every grind we've done so far this year, different tweaks here and there. I'd highly recommend following it if you're trying to keep up with kind of what you're seeing here. That's pinned in chat. It's in the description. I recommend the mixed method. Give it a watch. Sounds good. $80 packs, huge. So big. Some would say the biggest ever. The most biggest. The bigliest. No one's ever seen anything like it. Only 910 left. There's a little bit to go. Alright, before you guys start going, though, I'm going to show you this real quick. I know some of you got to head out. It's starting to get late. Let me show you just tradable libs and suds that I have in my club right now that we have yet to sell on. We'll start with suds. 10, 20... 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, almost 120 suds I still have to sell. So you can do the math with their price on that. Libs we still have 10, 20. Oh wait, those are untradeable. 10. This is a little less. A lot of untradables in this one. Alright. Off stream, I'm going to continue selling stuff we have in our club. Liquid coins going into tomorrow will be mainly Lib and Suds that I have tradable in my club. I'll get listed on there. Some of the special cards I bought that I did during the League SBC experiment that I haven't sold back on, I'll list those, and we'll see how close to 1 million coins we can get to tomorrow. All on top of me still selling gold, silvers, and having almost 100 more tradable packs to get to. Actually, more than that, because we didn't include jumbo golds or the these tradable packs, the prime electrums. We got a ton of stuff, boys. Yeah, take it easy. God bless. I'm going to watch the Mixed League vid tomorrow. Hope everyone on the stream has a good pack luck. If you guys are new to the channel and you do want to watch videos, the bare minimum basic mix guide is in there. It's going to be one of the older ones compared to like the newer grinds. You'll see like the video playlist should be the newest to oldest. So the newest stuff will be a few days ago. The video tomorrow that hopefully I'll have listed for tomorrow will be the newest one in there. The further back you go, the further away it is. But you're going to see it gets even more degenerate as time goes on. It'll be like, okay, you can do a few runs a day this way. You can make some coins this way. We're getting most of our coins back. We're making profit. Let's see if we can go 5 to 10. Let's see if we can go to 10 to 15. I just did 25 in a day. I did 50 in the week I was gone. I did 75 in a single day. OMG. We're going to keep getting it to go higher. All right. God bless you guys. Take it easy. Peace.